Hello and welcome everyone to this introductory video about Internet of Things. In this video I am going to talk about what is Internet of Things, what is not Internet of Things, and the challenges of Internet of Things from a learning perspective. So let's get started. Internet of Things is one of the emerging technology trend amongst others like artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, etc. Most people think it's a technology or a domain. Well, it's a concept, an idea, and an ecosystem comprising of all technology stacks aimed at connecting everything around us. IoT solutions are not merely limited to home, but to all other domains like healthcare, agriculture, transport and logistics, retails, banking, construction and real estate, wearables, etc. There is going to be a steep spike in the number of job opportunities in the IoT domain, and the numbers are going to increase for the next couple of decades. This trend is going to continue till most of the things that we see around us gets smarter and connected. This is the right time. Aspiring professionals and students should get themselves equipped with the necessary skill set for the upcoming IoT opportunities. Now let's talk about what is not IoT. Hooking up a sensor or an actuator to one of your favorite boards and updating the sensor values directly to a third-party cloud using their predefined interfaces is not what IoT is all about. This is more of a task of an embedded engineer. And this approach should better be avoided by aspiring software professionals and students willing to get started with Internet of Things and be industry ready. For a software professional working on an IoT solution, the platform or the device should behave like a black box and should expose the interfaces necessary for communication. This is very much similar to designing a mobile application without knowing the intricacies of the underlying mobile hardware. Most of the training partners fail to realize this and begin to train with hardware and firmware development as a first step towards learning IoT. This is not the best approach, as working with the hardware is a resource-intensive task and does not add any significant value to the profile of an engineer. Hardware design and implementation is not a skill expected from core software professionals. Now let's talk about the challenges of IoT. IoT has several of its own challenges like lack of standardization, security, deployment-related challenges, maintenance, and lack of skilled manpower being the biggest. As mentioned earlier, we are not going to focus on all of these for now and will talk only about the challenges from learning perspective. Getting started with learning IoT presents several challenges as it is an ecosystem built around hardware. Currently there is no hardware platform available which can be used by learners to build an IoT prototype around. Building a custom hardware is not feasible for every individual. While learning IoT, it is important to focus on all the software bits and pieces, and the skills should be device and hardware agnostic. Professionals should understand IoT as an ecosystem and should be able to design their component of the ecosystem keeping in mind the complementary technologies, their constraints, and their capabilities. But currently, due to lack of cost-effective hardware availability, learners are forced to spend time and resources on building their own prototypes, understanding electronics, and writing firmware. This takes away the focus from learning the core concepts of IoT. Also, the prototypes built this way are neither scalable nor presentable. Now, I believe we all have understood the reason behind the lack of skilled and industry-ready IoT professionals. In our next video, we will talk about how can we take care of this and make every enthusiast, existing professionals, and students to take their IoT skills to the next level. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for my next video.